2023, if you experience sexual assault in California, you have the ability to take legal action even if the assault occurred years ago. There was a new law that was passed, and it expanded the statute of limitations to sexual assault crimes, which allowed for survivors to file legal claims for a sexual assault that happened years ago. Typically, states have statute of limitations anywhere between 3 to 10 years. But now that those limitations are being lifted, we are seeing this coming out of all of these people, especially from a particular place where they act and sing and all of that. I don't want to, get this banned, where people are saying they've been assaulted. And check this out. This lady is 61 years old. Okay. Why is this a norm in that environment? I definitely want to hear what you think about that. This is disgusting. Some folks will blame this on the Me Too movement. People like myself will see that the statute of limitations for claims about sexual assault have been lifted in a lot of states. And so now victims have the freedom and the legal remedy to come out and say this happened to me. It requires legislative advocacy, legal remedy, and activism sometimes for these types of situations to be resolved or either exposed. So it's interesting that this 61-year-old has come out, and we have yet another person from the arena of acting, singing, and entertainment, we'll just call it like that, who is making this claim. Y'all, I hope you understand that this is not the way that you express your artistic abilities, and that you start to look at creating other ways to express your artistic abilities and not desiring to go there, if you know what I mean. And I'm in the state of California, so I'm going to say this as a resident and a person that was born and raised here. All right, I hope you catch my drift.
Paula Abdul is suing TV producer Nigel Lythgoe for sexual assault. The 61-year-old filed the lawsuit December 29th in Los Angeles. In the court docs obtained by E! News, the dancer details multiple incidents where Nigel allegedly sexually assaulted and harassed her during her time working on American Idol and So You Think You Can Dance. According to the documents, one such incident took place in the early 2000s when Paula was working on American Idol, where she alleges that following the day's auditions, Lythgoe and Abdul entered the elevator of the hotel where they were staying. Upon entering the elevator, Lythgoe shoved Abdul against the wall, then grabbed her genitals and breasts and began shoving his tongue down her throat. However, the singer shares that following the alleged assault, she was scared of retaliation and decided not to take legal action against Nigel at the time. The suit goes on to name another alleged assault in 2015 while Paula was working on So You Think You Can Dance. She claims that Lythgoe invited her to dinner at his home to discuss other opportunities for the two to work together. Believing this to be a professional invitation, Abdul accepted. Toward the end of the evening, however, Lythgoe forced himself on top of Abdul while she was seated on his couch and attempted to kiss her while proclaiming that the two would make an excellent power couple. Paula then says she pushed Nigel off of her and immediately left his home. However, still fearing for her job and reputation in the industry, she didn't speak about the alleged incident. But the former reality show judge says she's done being quiet, stating in the docs that she was a target of constant taunts, bullying, humiliation, and harassment from Nigel, and that even though the two haven't worked together since 2016, she's no longer willing to remain silent. In the suit, she claims that Nigel knew his treatment of her was wrong, but didn't care as he thought the law was on his side, stating Nigel knew and was aware that his treatment of Abdul was inappropriate and even criminal. Indeed, at one point, Lythgoe called Abdul and taunted her that they should celebrate because it had been 7 years and the statute of limitations had run. Paula is requesting the court award her monetary damages, including the loss of potential earnings and legal fees. E! News has reached out to Paula and Nigel for comment, but has not heard back.